Welcome in, everybody. Ready to dive into Anyword.
Always ready to dive in.
We've got this AI-powered content generation platform. It's making waves. It's called Anyword. And we're going to see if it lives up to the hype today.
Yeah, I'm fascinated by this. How is AI, transforming how we create content?
Right.
It's not just being creative, but, also it's data now.
Data-driven insights.
Yeah.
So we've got this 2025 review. We're going to look at it. What do we have here? Customize brand voices.
Oh, yeah.
So Anyword can learn how my brand sounds and, spit out content that sounds like me.
Yeah, so it's pretty amazing. Anyword, analyzes all your content that you've already put out there.
Oh, wow.
And it figures out, the patterns of your language and your tone and your style.
So it's almost like it's an AI assistant that has, stalked my brand and really knows.
Yeah, inside and out it knows.
It's a little creepy, but okay.
It's a little creepy.
But really cool. So I could use this to, make sure all my marketing stuff sounds consistent.
Exactly, yeah.
So, no more worrying about whether my website copy sounds like my social media posts.
Exactly, yeah. And think about how much time that would save you.
Right, yeah.
And effort.
Oh, tons.
And it goes beyond consistency, too. Imagine if you could just tailor your messaging to certain audiences.
Different platforms. You're saying I could use this to make content that's perfect for LinkedIn versus Instagram.
You got it.
Oh.
Anyword gets the, nuances of all these different platforms.
Yeah.
And it changes its style accordingly.
Okay, I'm seeing how this could be handy. What about, longer stuff? Let's say I want to write blog posts, but I get writer's block a lot.
Oh.
Anyword, help me with that.
So that's where the blog wizard comes in. It's like your AI brainstorming buddy.
Okay.
It suggests topics based on, your industry target audience.
Oh, cool.
Not only that, it helps you, structure the whole post.
Wow.
It generates outlines. It even drafts entire sections.
Oh, wow. So it's not just throwing words on a page randomly. It's it's guiding me through the whole process of actually making a blog post.
Exactly. It takes away a lot of the guesswork.
Right. Yeah.
And lets you focus on, refining your ideas.
Okay, so intriguing. But the big question, does it actually work? Does content made with Anyword do well?
That's where it gets really interesting.
Okay.
Anyword has this thing called predictive performance scoring.
I've heard of that.
It looks at your content and gives it a score.
A score?
Yeah, based on how likely it is to engage your audience and help you reach your goals.
Hold on, you're saying I could write a headline, plug it in, and it'll tell me if people are going to click it.
Yeah.
That's a crystal ball for marketing.
Pretty much.
That's awesome.
It's all about using data to make smarter choices about your content. Imagine if you could tweak your copy before you even put it out there.
Right, make sure it's really good, has the maximum impact.
Maximum impact, exactly.
That changed things. But I'm sure there are other AI writing tools out there.
Oh, yeah.
What makes Anyword stand out?
So while there are other AI writing tools,
Yeah.
Anyword's focus on predictive analytics and data, it's all about data.
Data is data.
Yeah, that's what makes it different. It's not just about making content, it's about making content that performs.
So it's instead of writing in the dark, you've got the spotlight showing you exactly where to go.
Exactly. Yeah, great analogy.
I try. Okay, so Anyword sounds pretty impressive.
Yeah.
But every tool has its limits.
Right.
What are some drawbacks we need to be aware of?
So one potential drawback is, it does rely on AI a lot.
Okay.
And while Anyword can generate ideas and refine your writing, it's good to remember it's still a tool.
Mm-hmm.
Human creativity and understanding your audience, those are still super important.
You can't replace that.
You can't replace it, no.
So it's more Anyword is a collaborator.
Yeah.
Not a replacement for us humans.
Exactly. It's about finding that balance. You can use AI's power, but you still need your own creative vision and your own voice.
That makes sense. We don't want to lose that human touch in our content. Now, I'm sure people listening are wondering, this all sounds fancy. How much does it cost?
Right.
What about Anyword's pricing?
Okay, so Anyword has 4 paid plans: Starter, Data-Driven, Business, and Enterprise. They range from $39 to $349 a month.
Okay, so there's an option for everyone, no matter your budget.
It seems like it, and all the plans have unlimited word count.
Really?
So you can make as much content as you need.
That's amazing. I'm always hitting word limits on other platforms. That's a big plus. What about a free trial? Is there a way to try Anyword before I commit?
They do have a 7-day free trial,
Okay.
which is great to get a feel for the platform.
Yeah.
You can try all the features,
Awesome.
see if it works for you.
But there's going to be a catch, right? Is there anything else we should know about the pricing or the trial?
The review did mention that there's no refund policy.
Oh, okay.
So once you subscribe to a paid plan, you're in.
All right, good to know. Okay, so we've covered a lot about the tool itself.
We have.
But let's talk about actually using Anyword. Like, how are people using this tool to make content?
So the review talks about tons of different ways people are using it.
Oh, cool.
People are making everything from blog posts and ads to landing pages, even SMS promotions.
Wow, so it really is a multi-tool. You
Yeah.
can use it across all these different channels.
Exactly. And that's one of the things that makes Anyword so cool. It's not just for like one type of content.
Right.
You could use it for almost anything in marketing.
Okay, so I know some people are familiar with AI writing tools already.
Yeah.
Are there other options out there besides Anyword?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Some popular ones are Copy AI, Jasper AI, Pro Writing Aid, even ChatGPT.
Wow, there's a whole world of AI writing tools.
There is.
So how does Anyword compare to these? What makes it special?
So they all offer AI writing help,
Right.
but Anyword is different because it focuses on, you guessed it, data and predictive analytics.
It's all about the data.
It is. It's
Yeah.
not just about like, generating words.
Yeah.
It's about making those words work for you.
Words that actually get results.
Results, that's it.
Okay, that's key. All right, we've covered a ton in this first part of our deep dive into Anyword.
Yeah.
We've looked at its main features, like those customized brand voices, the blog wizard, talked about what's good and not so good, pricing, and some other AI tools out there.
Yep. Sounds like Anyword is a pretty powerful tool
It does, right?
for content creators and marketers.
To work faster and make content that really connects with people.
Definitely.
And in the next part, we're going to dig even deeper into Anyword,
Yeah.
looking at that predictive performance scoring and how it's changing how we think about making content.
Looking forward to it.
Me too.
Yeah.
And we'll also see some real-world examples of people using Anyword to, actually reach their marketing goals.
Awesome.
So stick with us.
Stay tuned.
All right, welcome back to our deep dive into Anyword.
Part 2.
Part 2, we're back. In part 1, we talked about some of the key features like, customized brand voices and the blog wizard
Right.
and how it's really like shaking things up in the content world.
Yeah. Changing the game.
Yeah. And we also talked about how Anyword isn't just about spitting out words. It's about using data and these predictive analytics to make stuff that works.
Yeah. Content that performs, that gets results.
Exactly. And that brings us to one of the most intriguing features of Anyword.
Yeah.
This predictive performance scoring.
That's a good one.
It's like having a marketing, psychic whispering in your ear telling you how well your stuff's going to do before you even put it out there.
It's pretty wild.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
Imagine you finish a blog post or a whole ad campaign, and instead of just hoping it does well,
Right, just crossing your fingers.
you've got this tool that's here's how it's going to perform.
Yeah, you get a score, like in school.
A score, exactly.
Okay, I'm definitely interested. But how does it work? How does it make these predictions?
So Anyword's predictive performance scoring, it's based on this huge, massive data set of marketing content
Oh, wow.
and all the performance metrics that go with it. So the AI has
So it's looked at everything.
it looked at tons of stuff, yeah.
Like all the good blog posts, all the good ad campaigns.
Pretty much, yeah.
And it's figured out the secret formula.
The secret sauce.
The secret sauce. There it is.
And it uses that knowledge to look at your stuff and predict how likely it is to, connect with your audience, get you to your goals, whether that's getting more traffic or leads, whatever it is.
Okay, but that might sound kind of scary.
Yeah.
For someone who's used to just going with their gut.
Yeah, just winging it.
Yeah, winging it, exactly.
So is this just for data nerds?
Yeah, can anyone use it?
I think anyone who makes content can benefit from data. Even if you're super creative and you trust your gut, having the data can make things even better.
So it's not replacing the creativity.
Right.
It's giving it a boost.
Boosting it up, exactly.
Okay.
It's you get a second pair of eyes, but these eyes are like an AI brain.
Super brain.
Yeah, that can see stuff you might miss.
That's wild. Okay. This all sounds really cool.
It's pretty cool.
But I'm curious about real world stuff,
Yeah.
Can you give some examples of how people are actually using this to get results?
Absolutely. So one example is A/B testing headlines.
Oh, yeah, I've heard of that.
So before you have to create a bunch of headlines.
And test them all.
Test them all out. Which one does best?
Yeah, which one wins?
But with Anyword, you can just plug them in, and it tells you which one's most likely to get clicks.
Oh, wow. So instead of doing all the A/B testing, you get
a shortcut.
You get the answer right away?
Pretty much, yeah.
That saves so much time.
Yeah, it does.
So what other ways are people using this, like, scoring feature?
Another good example is, like, optimizing calls to action.
Oh, yeah.
So say you're making a landing page, and you want people to sign up for your email list.
Right.
Anyword can analyze your call to action, tell you what to change to get more signups.
So instead of just guessing,
You know for sure.
you know what's going to work.
Yeah, what's going to convert.
Cool. And is that, like, the same for other types of content, too?
Yeah, like social media posts, email campaigns, even product descriptions.
Really? So this predictive performance scoring.
It's a game changer.
Yeah, it really is. Okay, so we've talked a lot about data, but what about the human side of things?
Okay.
Does Anyword, like, kill creativity, or can it make it better?
That's a great question. AI is a tool.
All right.
It can't replace human creativity. In fact, I think it can make you more creative
Okay.
by taking care of the boring stuff.
Yeah, like all the tedious stuff.
Exactly, like brainstorming headlines for hours.
Yeah, I hate that part.
Anyword can handle that,
Yeah.
and you can focus on the fun stuff.
The actual writing.
Exactly, yeah.
It's like having a research assistant
Yeah, like a really smart one.
who finds all the info and data so you can just,
And you can focus on telling a good story.
yeah, or coming up with new ideas.
That's what it's all about, finding that sweet spot between AI and your own brain power.
I like that. So not being afraid of AI, using it to help you,
Exactly.
not letting it take over.
It's a partnership.
It's a team effort.
That's a great takeaway for everyone listening.
Yeah, don't be afraid to try these tools.
But don't lose your own voice in the process.
Right, your own style.
Find the right balance. Use these tools to get better at what you do.
Make your content even stronger.
Exactly, and make it sound like you.
Okay, so we've spent this whole deep dive exploring Anyword, this AI platform that's like changing how we make content.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive.
Right. From making your brand sound just right to, predicting how well your stuff's going to do.
It's got it all.
It seems like it's got it all. But as we've talked about, the human touch is still important, right?
Absolutely.
It's about using Anyword as like a partner.
Yeah.
Not replacing yourself completely.
A sidekick.
Yeah, like a sidekick. Like having like a super-powered editor was also like a data genius.
That's a good one.
I try. But here's what I'm thinking about now, knowing all this. Where does Anyword fit in? Like the big picture of content. Is this the future?
I think it's definitely pointing us towards a future where content is more strategic.
Okay.
More targeted, more data-driven.
More data.
Always more data.
We love data.
We do. Imagine, like, every blog post, every ad campaign, it's all made knowing exactly what the audience wants.
So it's not just like throwing stuff out there and hoping it works.
No more guessing games.
Yeah, no more guessing games. It's like Anyword tells you exactly what people want.
The recipe for success.
The recipe, there it is. And this could go beyond marketing, right?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. What about, like...
Think about teachers.
Yeah.
Using it to make their lessons more engaging.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Or nonprofits writing fundraising appeals that really connect.
Wow, the possibilities.
And they're endless.
They are kind of endless. Okay, but for our listener who's like, this sounds great, but I'm just one person with a small business.
Right.
What's the takeaway for them?
I'd say don't be intimidated by AI.
Okay.
These tools, like Anyword, they're getting easier to use all the time, and they can really help level the playing field.
So it's not just for the big companies with tons of money.
Not at all. Smaller businesses might actually benefit even more.
Really?
Yeah, because they can optimize their resources.
Make the most of what they have.
Exactly. Every piece of content counts.
Every piece counts. Man, this has been a really interesting deep dive.
It has been.
And I bet our listeners have a ton more questions.
I'm sure they do. But before we go, what's one thing they should keep in mind if they're thinking about trying Anyword or any other AI writing tool?
I would say think about your goals.
Okay.
Your values as a content creator. How can AI help you reach those goals?
Yeah.
While staying true to yourself.
To your own voice, your own style.
Exactly. Don't just blindly follow the AI.
It's a tool, not a boss.
It's a tool. You're in control.
That's a great point.
Okay.
Okay, so to wrap things up, leave you with this. As AI gets more and more, woven into our lives, the question isn't, will robots take over writing?
Right.
It's how can we use these tools to become even better storytellers?
Yeah, more powerful, more impactful storytellers.
That's it. Keep exploring, stay curious,
Yeah.
and remember, you have the power to create amazing content.
It's all in your hands.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into Error.
It's been fun.
We'll catch you next time.